Hey guys, Michael Hodge with You Transformed. I've been doing Dr. Joe Dispenza's work for a year and a half, and I'm talking about going all in. Like, I do walking meditations at the park here 3 days a week. I do his other meditations. My life has changed in every way, and I recently went to a 7-day advanced retreat, and I want to share my experiences in that retreat with you. Also, just by the way, after 240 days straight of doing Dr. Joe Dispenza meditations, I made a video explaining how my life changed in every way. Definitely take a look at that whenever you're done with this one. So I wanted to go to this event because what I would tell people is, like, if you knew that Jesus was healing the sick somewhere, would you want to see this miracle taking place? Now, I'm not specifically saying Dr. Joe Dispenza is healing everyone, but miracles of biblical proportions happen at these events. It's absolutely incredible to experience something like this. Going to the event myself, I wanted to go deeper than ever before in my meditations. I wanted to meet more people and just be surrounded by this. I also had the personal goal. I've had chronic pain and issues with food sensitivities and things like that in the past, but I wanted to come back. It sounds simple to a lot of people. I wanted to come back and eat a slice of pizza and have wine for dinner without having any pain or issues, which not having dairy or grains or alcohol, things like that for 3 or 4 years, that's a pretty big deal. So I actually did that, right? The day after I got back from the 7-day event, I did that. I had some pizza and wine and didn't have pain. So it was pretty cool just to have such an up level within your body in a short period of time. The first major takeaway is that you meditate a lot at the event, more than I thought. I thought that you would go to the event, there would be a lot of lectures, a lot of learning, maybe one meditation a day. But every day was 3 1.5 hour long meditations, and 2 of the days were the 4.5 hour long pineal gland meditations, which were really cool. I mean, I thought he was joking when he was like, "Guys, you're getting up at 6 a.m. every morning, and 2 times you're getting up at 4 a.m. I'm like, really? Maybe, are you kidding? But that's actually what happened. Other than being at the lectures, doing the meditations, it was just finding time to get sleep, basically, because I wanted to be fully present and ready. For that entire 7 days. I seriously didn't even go anywhere else. We were at this gorgeous resort in Riviera Maya in Mexico. I didn't even really go to walk around the resort beyond my room in the conference center until like the last day. You go all in without any distractions. This is what's so powerful about attending this event, is that you've got 1,000 people around you. No one's on their phone. No one's thinking about work. No one's worried about this. You're all in there. All these people around you are doing a meditation, for example, right at this exact same moment in time. You've got to go, you want to go deep. You want to go further than you've ever gone before. It's inspiring. There's this incredible, powerful group energy around you that you can't duplicate just at home on your own. And that's what was really cool. Everyone was so into it. No one was like, I don't know, I'm kind of skeptical, not really sure. Those people are doing some kind of weird stuff over there. No, they wanted it. They wanted that taste of the divine. They wanted to go deeper every single time. Like I alluded to earlier, you see miracles happen around you, or literally in front of you. Like, just as an example, on day 2, there was a guy in a wheelchair who came up and he sat next to me, and we had lunch together at the table, and we were talking and everything. He's been in a wheelchair for a long time. But on day 7, I saw him doing the walking meditation on the beach with some assistance. He was walking. There were goosebumps that came all across my body just to see something like that happen. It was absolutely incredibly inspirational and powerful, and something so mesmerizing about the moment. So you saw things like that happen, people giving testimonials of what happened in just a few days, just in a week. I mean, I met someone who had died. They had a near-death experience and was healed from a coherence healing from a group of Dispenza students, and now is at that event. I met someone who has terminal cancer, who this is their last hope, and there's this crazy synchronicity. 3 days before the event, someone bought a ticket for them. And it's like, I know that they're going to be healed. There are these special things that happen. Every single person you meet has a unique story. It's a very special group of people coming together. My favorite part of the event was the coherence healing. We did it 3 days in a row. You get to heal the life of another. So if you don't know what that is, it's an energy healing. We actually had 100 individuals that we were healing, and there were groups of 10 that focused on one person at a time. And honestly, this was so incredible. 1,000 people were walking around outside of the conference center, doing the healer's walk, getting ready, opening our hearts. We walked back into the room. Dr. Joe led us through some more things to open our heart more. We had a picture of the individual that we were healing together as a group. To me, this was like the Super Bowl. This was like what I've been training for. This is the moment. This is real. This is someone, I was looking down at this picture of a teenage girl who I have no idea what she's experiencing, but this is her hope. We have her life in our hands, and we have the ability to change her right now. And coming together and co-creating with the divine, and creating complex geometric patterns and fractalized patterns of coherence in her field so that she's brought back to her original perfection of her body. And I can't explain it other than just the way it feels in your heart and the energy in that moment doing the coherence healings. And then there's a university that's actually studying all of the individuals that we did the healing for to prove the efficacy of the energy healings, which is another amazing thing to get to make history. I just have to say, Dr. Joe is a dynamo of energy and connectedness. I mean, he gets up early, he shows up, we start at 6 a.m., he's passionate, he's into it, he's funny, he's so connected. He wants us so deeply to change and to become the greatest version of ourselves and to uplift the planet together. There's so much love coming out of him. And you would have thought this was his first or only event he's running all year. He made us feel as if this was the only group that he's ever focused on. I mean, it was very special for him to be so engaged, even though he's done so many events in the past. And you can just see his life's work passing through him, the energy passing through him. And he, in his own right, is such an inspiration. And I'm so impressed that he's able to keep his energy up that long for 7 days straight. I also have to say the walking meditations are very special. If you haven't done a walking meditation that Dr. Joe has created, okay, we had 1,000 people walking around on the beach. We got out there at 6 a.m. It was raining. I mean, people didn't care. It's like we're showing up. We had a date with the divine. Something special is happening. We saw people dancing and just so much energy moving through their body as they're doing the meditation. Things that you will never see anywhere else. And just to warn you, you'll hear screams and weird noises and things maybe you've never heard before. It's people who are quote unquote popping. There's so much energy during the breath work going to their brain. And it didn't actually happen to me at the event, but whenever you hear it, from what I understand, it's like a pressure if you don't let it out. There's just an audible yelp or scream that comes out because there's this cerebral orgasm happening. And you'll have people during meditations, they will just start laughing involuntarily, and then the laughter will spread like group consciousness around the room, like ghoulish screams, and it'll sound like some really crazy things are happening. But when you talk to someone afterwards, they're like, wow, it was such an incredible mystical experience. This happened, I really wasn't in control, but I had this thing healed, I had this experience, and that's just an audible thing that passes through your body. So instead of people being like judgmental, like that's really weird, what's going on, everyone's like, whoa, what's happening? Like, can you teach me how you did that? And finally, I just have to say, it's such a loving and very high vibe environment. Everyone is so loving there. They're all here together. It's a community. The hotel staff, the conference staff there were like, wow, you guys are so nice, so amazing. We wish you would be here week after week after week. And I have to admit, when I came back to Dallas, just life in general, not being in the Dispenza sphere, feels a little bit lower vibration in general, but I just loved being at the event. It's a very special moment in time to get to come together with so many hearts that are opening up to transform and to heal and to serve together. If you have any questions about the events or you want to share your own experiences, comment below, and of course subscribe. I do other videos related to what Dr. Joe teaches, along with other teachings that we have within You Transformed. And I'll see you in the next video.